Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Dixon inviting on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com, 6:06 our time on this Monday, March the 30th day of March. We're closing in on April Fool's Day.
It's almost
everybody.
here.
Yes, I'm here, barely. I'm making it. We're doing baby steps here. Baby steps.
You're doing good, Richard.
Baby steps, untie your nuts.
Come on, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I'll hold your
Thank
hand
you.
today. We'll just go. We'll
Anything
just
and
make it through.
everything that can be done to help me shepherd this. The last 5 days were brutal. I won't waste your time with that right now. We'll get into it a little bit later. But a lot of good stuff happening today with a high of 79 and only a 20% chance of rain. Wouldn't worry too much about the wet stuff. Tomorrow, 82, 83 on Wednesday. And the chance of rain increases as the week wears on, 30 and 40% over the next couple of days. And then Thursday, it's back down to 30%. And then the weekend, it looks like it's going to be 50% both Saturday and Sunday. So your Easter plans, your Easter bonnet might
Don't
get
let
moist.
it get wet.
You have a moist
Right.
Easter bonnet.
And maybe by the time we get to Easter, we'll have a different forecast.
Anybody know where I can buy one of those robin's egg blue suits?
Oh.
I want one of those
Online,
with
Amazon.
a pastel tie and maybe a
Maybe
straw
Walmart.
boater hat.
Walmart probably has some Easter
I
clothes.
could get some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Easter candy. I had to run in there over the weekend.
Really?
A lot of Easter. All the stuff that we talked about
Yeah.
last week or the week before.
Well, I know we talked about Easter
Tons.
candy like Monday or Tuesday of last week, and
Well, there's a ton of it there.
I was under the mistaken impression that this past Sunday was Easter. That's why we were talking about it when in fact it's
This
Palm
coming.
Sunday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Next Sunday is Easter.
Mhm.
Plenty of time to get your Easter basket
That's right.
together. I saw some sort of poll that said 86% of adults still want to have an Easter basket on Easter Sunday.
Adults, did you
Adults.
say? Adults.
I don't know if they want
I don't-
candy in that or if they want there to be money. I don't know.
Really? An Easter basket?
What do you put in an Easter basket for a grown-ass
Candy,
man?
I guess candy and money. You have some
Tools.
money in there? Tools?
Tools would be
In an
good.
Easter basket.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. I think you can put anything you want in an Easter basket.
Sure you
can't
can. Yeah.
you?
Some of those plastic eggs, you can put that money just
There you go.
wad it up and throw it in there.
Contri Brothers gift baskets. I'll throw in a sponsor of
go.
ours just for fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, the problem with wearing the robin's egg blue suit,
Yes.
the pastel tie
Yeah. What's wrong with
with
that?
the off-color shirt,
You look sharp in that.
you get arrested for driving while black, even though you're not. They're like, hey, you're dressed like it, mister. That's close enough.
Just,
What?
trying to be bright and vibrant for
Right.
Easter.
That's my take
You want to
on
be
it.
seen.
I'm just, exactly. I want Jesus to bless me first.
Sure.
I want to be right there.
Nice and bright.
Super
You gotta
visible.
be bright.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
You got to look like an Easter egg, really.
Well, kind of.
You gotta think like an Easter egg.
It's Easter.
If you want to find an Easter egg, you have to be the Easter egg. That's what I'm telling
You
you.
got to find just that right bonnet. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the ladies.
You got
Gotta
one?
have the-
You got the Easter
I
bonnet?
don't have. I might have to look for one.
Hmm.
I don't know where I would go to get that.
I don't know where one goes for an Easter bonnet either.
I don't
but
either.
Good luck.
I don't
with
think
that.
I've ever had one.
Let me know
Mm-hmm.
what you find.
I sure will.
I'll tell you how the suit search turns out.
Okay.
How about it? 6:08. This is brought to you in portions. In part.
In part
See,
by.
I told you.
It's brought to you in
Yes.
part by.
Hey, Dixon Inviting today is brought to you in part by
Brought to you
Denson
in-
and Fuller.
Okay.
Denson and Fuller Insurance Agents. They're chock full of goodness.
Mm-hmm.
On Crescent Avenue in Homewood, 414-1476. They're local. They're independent. They are your insurance agents. You can find them online at densonandfuller.com. Local and independent. They work for you, not some big company. Denson and Fuller Insurance. All right, Johnny boy, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, you can prepare for something that never takes place, but there's a report out that says the Pentagon is preparing for weeks of ground operations in Iran, possibly going in to seize either their uranium or their oil or both.
Yeah. Why not? If
I
you're
mean,
gonna go,
as long
take
as you're
it all.
there, yeah. As long as you're there, go ahead and grab the uranium and then just get Karj Island,
Yeah.
take that over as well, and take over their ability to create oil or refine oil, and that should pretty much cut the head off the snake, one would think. Now, of course, Iran is shaking their fist and saying, boy, you better not, or there's going to be trouble. We're going to cause so much trouble for you, which is what they've done every step of the way here. They're like, you'd better not kill another leader, and then we kill another leader, and they're like, oh, boy, we're mad now, but you better not kill another one, and then we kill another one, and they're like, oh, we're just so furious with you. You kill another one, there's going to be trouble.
Reminds me of a Saturday morning cartoon.
It's really getting silly.
is.
It's really getting silly.
You rascal, you
Yeah.
rabbit, I'll get you.
Be very, very quiet.
Very quiet.
We're hunting ayatollahs. The Trump administration has deployed U.S. Marines to the Middle East as the war in Iran stretches into its 5th week. Oh, 5 whole weeks. I love the way this is written. It's been a terrible 5-week war. This is like endless. Oh, my God. This is almost as long as a mini-series on ABC. This has gone on for too long.
I think we're doing just fine.
Also been planning to send thousands of soldiers from the U.S. Army's 82nd Airborne Division. By the way, if you're sending airborne soldiers, chances are good you're expecting them to jump out of planes.
Probably so.
I'm thinking
That's
that
how
would be
we're
the
going.
thought process
Yes.
there. Officials said any ground mission would likely be limited in scope and could involve raids by special operations forces alongside conventional troops rather than a full-scale invasion. Yeah, the plan is not to take over the entire country. It was to take over the specific parts of it that would do the crippling of their economy and create a world where they really can't continue to exist. Also, give the people of Iran the chance to rise up and overthrow their own government. And that's easier to do when you have some people on the ground with guns who can shoot back at the people who are going to shoot the...
That's the part that needs to take place because, again, the regime change, once you move that out of there and you get the Iranian people with the person that they want to lead them, then you really begin to see that change. And, unfortunately, we were thinking, hey, we'd prefer not to have boots on the ground, but maybe we're to a point where we've bombed 10,000 different sites. We've done all the bombing we can now. It might be that we need to get in there and strategically make some moves.
Yep.
And that may not be able to happen unless you do have boots on the ground.
Strategic.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Friday night, Tiger Woods was released from a Florida jail several hours after being booked on DUI charges. He snuck out the back door in a failed bid to avoid the media. They spotted him. 50-year-old golf legend spotted slumped in the front seat of a black Cadillac that chauffeured him out of the Martin County lockup after 8 hours when he was hauled into custody following a rollover crash in his hometown of Jupiter Island. Police said Woods was under the influence of some type of medication or drug when he flipped his Land Rover. He blew a 0.0, okay, so no alcohol. But that doesn't mean he wasn't under the influence of something, and clearly he was. Look, the guy has been in a few accidents, had a few problems, back spasms, called, et cetera, et cetera. A lifetime of golf has done some serious damage to this guy as well as a couple of accidents. And so it wouldn't be a surprise at all to find that he's addicted to some sort of
I'm sure he is.
prescription painkiller.
I'm sure he is.
But he's going to have to find a way to get out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that incident with his wife in the golf club, and then he had that really bad wreck where he had multiple injuries. I thought that was going to be the one that maybe stopped some of this. But again, he's taking medicine because he's in so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be driving under the influence like that. And I don't care whether it's drugs or alcohol.
Nope.
The fact that you made a decision to speed up behind this tow truck, and in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, you decide to go around this tow truck of sorts.
Yeah.
Flatbed tow truck. And then that's when he flipped, and then the car slid forever down the road. I mean, he's lucky as all get out that somebody wasn't killed.
I agree, including him. Here's the question. When you have all the money in the world and say you can't cook.
Yeah, you hire a chef.
You hire a chef.
Heck
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you've had 2 incidences where you burn the house down trying to cook, right? You hire a chef. Hire a driver, someone who's on call 24/7, Tiger. It doesn't have to be Uber. It can be your own personal driver. He has a little apartment above the garage, okay?
Right.
And whenever you say jump, he says how high and how quickly do you want me to get you there? And he doesn't break any laws. And you sit in the back seat and you do whatever it is you want to do, and you don't have to drive anymore. What is your problem, dude?
Yeah, that is the easy fix because he has all the money in the world.
Yeah.
He may just absolutely love to drive, but Tiger, this is the last chance right here. This is it. Do not. I mean, his girlfriend, Vanessa Trump, and Kai can't. They've been said no.
You're not allowed to
Secret
drive
Service
with
says you can't. You're not getting in the vehicle with
not
them.
Even allowed
with
to,
him.
Yeah.
And so this is a real problem. And
there are things that I love to do that I'm terrible at that I had to give up.
Well, and I wonder what's going to happen because, again, he's going to have to go to court.
Yeah.
What will the judge say? Because, again, this is not your first strike.
No.
What does the judge do with this?
You may do a little time, my friend, which is not pretty.
Nope.
Birmingham drew tens of thousands of visitors and tens of millions of dollars over the weekend as major events took place over the city. IndyCar two sold-out events at the same day at the BJCC and Cosmic Baseball,
Yes.
all making a
Had some
big
family
impact.
that went to that and
How about
loved
this?
it.
1 millionth fan at the sold-out Protective Stadium rolled through there. That was pretty huge. That was the dirt biking, monster trucking,
Monster trucks.
all that
Yep,
stuff.
they were in town.
Found out what those things cost per ticket, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see how you'd make some money off of that. Legacy Arena sold out for the New Edition Way Tour with Boys to Men and Tony Braxton. So apparently Birmingham loves being stuck in the 90s. We're big fans of that. Crosstown at Barber's Motorsports Park, the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix, which is where Steve was over the weekend, wasn't able to be here, back for its 15th year, drew racing fans from all across the country. So pretty huge. I saw A.J. McCarron did a little pitching at that Cosmic Baseball deal.
How about that?
And he struck out one of the, I think that they gave him one shot, and
Yeah,
that was
There's
it.
so much. There was so much going on this weekend. My son had a birthday over the weekend, and Saturday night took him to a nice restaurant, and I overheard a woman ask the one of the waiters, because they apparently frequent that place on Saturday night. She's like, "What's going on in Birmingham? Why is this place so crowded? It never looks like this." Well, it was because of the thousands of people from everywhere coming in. Whether it was Barber or, the monster truck or what was going on at the BJCC. I mean, we had a ton of things this weekend. So that was the reason.
I did something crazy yesterday.
You laid in bed.
I lifted my head off the sofa long enough to check and see which Harry Potter movie was playing on Bravo.
I feel like I need one more day off because my weekend is just nonstop.
Yeah, you were.
I really did. I had a nonstop weekend.
Blowing and going, baby.
Jeez,
Yeah,
it was a lot.
You were the opposite of me. 6:17 with Dixon and Vining, and I want to talk about these guys because I love them. I'm talking about DrivewayWashing.com. Such a bad name for this company. I can't say enough.
Stop eating them
about
up,
it.
Richard.
He's
going to get mad at you.
Yeah, well, good. Cody should. Cody should
Cody's
get
like,
mad enough.
Richard, why do you keep doing that to me?
Here's what happened. He started the business 11 years ago, and he was like, driveway washing's enough. I'll just wash people's driveways, and they'll pay me money, and that'll be good. And then, of course, somebody says, well, how about the siding? Can you do the siding? He goes, yeah, but I need a different technique. You can't use the pressure washer. We have to do a soft wash on the siding. So he does a soft wash. Of course, that's extremely well received. He does a great job, and now word of mouth begins to spread. And the next thing you do, he's doing commercial stuff. He's doing barbers. He did barbers. He does doing some local schools. He does the BJCC. He's done a lot of local restaurants. He's cleaning people's patios and decks and roofs, and he's doing stain removal and siding and gutter cleaning and rust removal and outdoor window cleaning and pretty much everything, including driveways. Yeah, he does driveways too. And he said, frankly, Richard, I don't want to have to pay to get new business cards made. That's what it comes down to. I got the business cards. I got a lot of them. I bought a big deal. I got like 5,000 for a nickel, and I don't want to have to do new ones. So that's why the name of the business remains DrivewayWashing.com. But boy, he does everything, and the estimates are free. The job takes about 3 or 4 hours. He's going to be doing the back of my house very shortly here. I'm looking forward to it because, man, does it need it. 915-0646, 915-0646. Call or text him at that number, 915-0646, or visit him online. Where? DrivewayWashing.com. Uh-huh. Which is a shame because being able to speak Navajo would be so handy nowadays, wouldn't it? 725 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It is Dixon. It is Vining. It is John Bird in for Steve West.
Hey, everybody.
He'll be back tomorrow. And then, of course, we got Phil Carter in the traffic center. Excited
Hail,
about
hail.
that. Yeah.
The gang's all here.
Well, once
Except
again,
for Steve
I was
West.
going to say, we're missing part of the gang, but that's
Part of the
okay.
gang.
Yeah.
And thank you to John Bird, man, really stepping up last week, helping us. and
Appreciate it, man.
as moving parts were moving around.
It was a blast.
Yeah. So
And
thank
Richard, I was praying for you, buddy. And I did my best for you.
I believe that's what pulled me through. I believe it was your prayers
Yes.
that managed to get me through my hour of need. I appreciate that.
Well, you're very welcome.
All righty.
There were tens of people praying for
Probably
you.
had nothing to do with the medicine the doctor gave me. It was all
No.
the prayers.
No,
take it.
witch doctor.
Yeah.
You doing okay though? Huh? You got your medicine?
I'm making it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
He's
what
making it.
okay is about as good as you're going to get today. I'm telling you right
That's
now.
all right.
We're on delicate thin ice here.
We'll help you through.
Thank you.
We'll make it through.
I appreciate it.
Birmingham Broker in downtown Birmingham. If you're thinking of selling your used vehicle, don't put that little sign in your window with your phone number on it, hoping someone calls. And then when they do, they're like, "Could I test drive your car, your truck?" Don't hassle with that. Here's what you want to do. Go downtown, 2224 4th Avenue South. Pull in the bay. Talk to Craig and Keith. Let them run the numbers real quick for you. It doesn't take very long, just a few minutes. And they'll tell you exactly what they think that they can sell the car for and the money that they can get you for that vehicle. And it doesn't usually take a long time. They price it just right, not to give the vehicle away. They want to make sure, again, that you get the equity you deserve out of it. But they price it at a point where they know that it will probably sell fairly quickly. So get in touch with Craig and Keith at Birmingham Broker. BHAMBroker.com is the website, or as I said, let these guys handle all of it. It's hassle-free for you, and they are so good at what they do. Get in touch with them today. BHAMBroker.com. Again, BHAMBroker.com. They're in downtown Birmingham.
All righty then. Yeah, it's a viral infection is what it is.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
You got to take some antibiotics for that, huh?
Antivirals.
Antivirals.
They're called, and they are brutal. That I thought that the doxycycline that I had to take a couple of weeks ago to get that bacterial infection gone
Yeah, that'll tear
was
you
bad.
up.
This is worse. It's got some Dr. Seussian name, Siftiver or something like that. I don't know. But, oh, my goodness, it is. It reminded me of several years ago when I was a poor DJ, and I'd gone to the doctor. I had the worst case of the flu I'd ever had. I haven't had the flu since then, as a matter of fact. That's how long it's been. But I got these whatever they were, to take, and I couldn't keep them down. I could not keep them down to save my life. You'd take them, and 30 minutes later you'd be puking because they were just so brutal on your system. And I called the doctor and I said, "Doc, what am I going to do here? I can't even. How can the medicine work if I can't keep it down? He goes, "Well, I can prescribe something like less strong. You'll have to take more of it for a longer period of time." I was like, "I can't afford to pay you again." I'm like, "I'm so poor. I gave you all my money for this. Okay, that's where I am right now. How do I keep these things down?" He said, "Try some vanilla ice cream."
Oh.
Okay, so I had a friend bring me a pint of vanilla ice cream because that's what I could afford. And sure enough, I would take them with 1 spoonful of vanilla ice cream. Well, I changed that this time to Greek
Yogurt or
vanilla
something?
yogurt.
Yeah.
And I did just a little squirt of honey, a spoonful of vanilla yogurt, and and it's like, okay, it stays. It goes where it's supposed to go, and it stays where it's supposed to stay, and you don't lose your freaking mind. But I slept for, on average, out of 24 hours a day, I
Most
slept
of the
for
day.
18.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, I could not lift my head off the pillow for a lot of it. The dogs were like in heaven. The dogs were just like, we're all just going
it's
to get on the
nap time
bed with
again.
him. Yes, yay. They
Another
love
nap.
napping. They're like, this is the greatest 5 days of our life. All we're doing is laying around and sleeping with Dad. It doesn't get any better than this. But I also didn't really eat anything because I couldn't. I had no appetite aside from the Greek
The
yogurt.
medicine will do
Nothing.
that.
Yeah. So I did take off some weight. I do not recommend this diet.
No, that's probably not the way to go.
When they say you can lose weight without diet or exercise, that pretty much leaves disease, and I'm against it.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Glad you're back. Yep.
It's touch and go.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull myself through this day with the anticipation that tomorrow will be better.
10:01, head back to the house and take you another nap.
I got places to go, people
Oh,
to
my
see, things
gosh.
to do.
Put it off.
I might be a guest
Later
on
in the
Skippy's
week.
show. You don't know.
Maybe.
That could happen.
It could.
636, Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's Monday. We're doing this all over again. It is the 30th day of March, however. We are closing in on the end of the month here. 79 degrees for a high today, 82 tomorrow, 83 on Wednesday. And the chance of rain increases as the week wears on, but still doesn't hit 50% until the weekend. I did have a couple of things happen while I was out that were semi-exciting. Number one, I got the email dealio on my phone that tells me like what's showing up in my mailbox.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah,
it's very convenient.
It's good because
Like, do I walk to the mailbox today or no?
do I
There's all
bother
garbage in there.
wasting my time. All that long, lengthy walk all the way
What's that
there.
important bill right there?
Well, in the last place I lived,
yeah.
I was regularly not getting my mail. I mean, I had the distinct impression that the mailman was making the round about twice a week through that neighborhood. And I was like, this is not cool. So at least I found out what I was supposed to be getting, and then it would show up like 3 days later.
Yeah, at least you knew it was on the way.
Yeah, it was on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I get something that says, oh, it's from the State of Alabama Department of Revenue. I'm like, whoa,
Oh, joy.
no.
Oh, that's always like, oh,
This is bad
what is
because
this?
my tax refund is supposed to be direct deposited.
Yeah.
If they're sending me a letter,
Yeah. That's not good.
That means like, yeah, your money's not coming and we're going to take another look and it's audit time or whatever. I'm like, I've got all the paperwork. I didn't cheat on anything. I don't have to. I don't make enough
Go
money.
pick on somebody a little bigger, right?
Yeah, really. I'm like, I don't
Don't
make
pick
enough
on
money
me.
to cheat on my taxes or
Right.
make it worth my while. So I'm like, oh, that just means I have to gather everything together and go meet them and all that stuff and whatever. So anyway, I go out to the mailbox. It was about a 2-day trip. It was a long ways. And I managed to get this. And lo and behold, no, it's my refund. It's a check. I don't know why.
It's supposed to be direct deposit.
For the
aren't they?
past 5 years, they've direct deposited it. This year, they're like, oh, let's just send them a check. It'll be fun. Let's screw this up and send them a check.
Is it this year or next year? They said they're not going to be mailing any checks. That
Well,
everything's deposited.
that's what I was told was happening this year, but
That's what I
apparently
thought.
I'm special.
Oh.
The other thing that happened, Mr. Buggs showed up and said they were going to spray my mosquitoes. I was like, excellent. And he said, look, do me a favor, just keep the dogs inside for about a half an hour. Because this stuff, it's not terrible, but it's not good for you either. It's bad for mosquitoes. So they show up and they spray everywhere they're supposed to spray. I said, it's about time because they've been out a little bit lately, and it's nice that you're here to take care of this for me. And so I close all the doors to make sure the dogs stay inside. And then what do? I go and I fall asleep because I can't keep my eyes open for any amount of time at all. And I wake up about 3 hours later, and the dogs are there with their legs crossed at the door, just going like, can we get out, please? Now would be... Oh, yeah, sorry about that, yeah. Open the doors back up again. But the mosquito reduction is here, and it worked because I spent a good portion of that afternoon outside in the sun in my backyard, soaking up a little vitamin D, now that Mr. Buggs has come and taken care of the mosquito situation. They do this mosquito reduction year in, year out. You can get it. Anybody can get it, and they're professionals, There are people out there who's like, all they do is mosquito reduction. They act like that's a big deal. I kind of want the guys who understand pests to handle my mosquito reduction, and that's Mr. Buggs. 941-6252 in the Birmingham metro area. Call them for this. If you don't use them right now for pest control, you will start because you're going to love the experience of this. You're also going to love, virtually everything that they do, the termite bonding, the small rodent control, you name it, they do it all. Mr. Buggs, MRBUGGS.com. They know what bugs you. Mr. Buggs, 941-6252. Okay. No Kings rally on Saturday. I wish I could have made it to that.
What a shame you didn't.
Yeah. I mean, you don't. You're against a king, right? You wouldn't like a king in this country.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You guess?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The Brits seem to be okay with it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous though, because he's a figurehead king, but he is a king nonetheless. I don't want some guy who has supreme power making decisions, and we have to be his serfs.
I guess I was thinking like Burger King.
Well, no, we definitely don't want that.
King. I'm not thinking like king, like,
oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, let me give you a little side
like
quest
Dairy
here
Queen,
for a second.
And Burger King.
You know Matt Mitchell, the guy who did the ostrich? Kind of a large guy. He does a thing called Bless Your Rank.
Yes.
Okay? He's back with a Bless Your Rank. I haven't seen one of these in quite some time. Funny guy. We should have him on the show. He's a funny guy. He's also on Ozempic. He's lost a ton of weight. He looks so much better. I mean, he really was like the size of 3 people for a while there, and I was concerned about his health, but he's clearly brought it down. Good for him. He was blessing the rank of sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. he'd fit right in on this show. The amount of time he spent just trashing Burger King,
Oh, boy.
just absolutely destroying Burger King was hilarious. I would say out of the 16-minute video, about 8 of it was him
Whoa.
just
That's a lot of time.
thrashing Burger King up one side and down the other. It was like, we got to have this guy on. He
We would get
understands.
along with him.
Oh, we would get along so famously with him. And he's funny. He's Southern. He does a lot of great stuff online. I like his work. Anyway, the Kings Rally, the No Kings Rally. If you go and you look, and I did some of this yesterday because you can do it lying flat on your back, holding your phone over your face. See if you can find them on YouTube, I guarantee, or you can find on some of your favorite conservative news sites like PJ Media. There's a Mr. something, I can't remember what it's called. I've got them all saved. But a lot of these people sent folks out to the rallies in their town. News people, cameras, microphones. What are you protesting today?
They probably didn't know. I was thinking about that riding in today.
Now,
they have no idea.
I know that you could edit this and take out anybody who really makes an intelligent comment. You could
Right.
take them all out.
Right.
But out of all the people that they talked to, not one of them could give you a solid answer
As to why they were there.
Well, the war in Iran. Okay, so why isn't this just an anti-war protest? Well, there's other stuff. Like what? Well, I mean, he's just a tyrant. How? Well, how much time do you have? I've got all day.
Go ahead.
Just give me the top 3 reasons. Well, don't you watch the news? If you have answers as to why he's a tyrant, you should be able to state them. Well, ICE is terrible. So you think we shouldn't be enforcing a border patrol? We shouldn't actually keep the border closed? We shouldn't be grabbing illegal? Well, I'm not saying that. Well, what are you saying? What are you saying? And this is not one person. This is one person after another after another. Old people, young people. Now, by the way, not a single black person in sight, which I found hilarious, that you couldn't find any African Americans out there. And one woman was like, well, this isn't the place for them. If anybody was going to get arrested, it would be black people at this rally.
What?
So I'm like, what
Oh my
world are you
gosh.
living in, lady?
That is crazy. And again, I think a lot of this is the product of, liberal media outlets. And again, everybody's drinking that punch. If you're watching one of these liberal media outlets, you're more than likely you're probably out at one of these rallies.
Oh, yeah.
And you're looking at just whatever's on your handheld device, whatever news outlet you have on it's feeding you the same thing. So you're over and over and over inundated with that same information.
Yeah.
And the liberal media knows that. And they are taking advantage of all of those that do not pay attention to what truly is going on, whether it's the war, whether it's what happened with Israel and how this whole thing got started, whatever it is that President Trump has done at the southern border. All of these things, again, the liberal media outlets get to kind of train these brains to do what they want them to do, and they're the ones that are at the rally.
Well, where is the critical thinking?
There isn't any right now.
That's the problem.
There's not any.
I mean, it's strange to me that you cannot, for instance, critically understand that there was a guy in office who said, and he wanted this to be the law of the land, everybody has to get this shot or they can't work. Okay? The Supreme Court struck that down. People forget that. Joe Biden was able to do that with federal employees, including the military. And he actually kicked people out of the military for not getting the vaccine. But he wanted to do it for everybody. Remember? He wanted to say
remember that.
all employers have to enforce this and make their employees get this shot. And the Supreme Court came back and said, you don't have that power. Okay? But he wanted to do that. Now, that sounds like a king to me.
Absolutely it does.
Then you had, everybody has to wear a mask. Everybody has to be within 6 feet. You got to stay 6 feet apart. We have to close these businesses in order to keep people safe. And on top of that, you throw in, we don't like the things that you're saying online. We think that you're wrong, and so we're going to stop you from saying them. And when I say that, I don't just mean Facebook did that and Twitter did that. The federal government pressured those companies into censoring views that were contrary to what the federal government said. Now,
and we have
that's
proof
a
of
king.
that. And we have proof
Oh,
of
yes,
that.
there's no
That's
question.
more of a dictator than
That's
a king.
That's a dictator right from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can stop after the first 4 letters. But still, it is absolutely a dictatorship
Right.
at that point. And these guys were thrilled to death to have that working for them. And what are you doing? How do you not see that was wrong?
They're not thinking for themselves.
And
That's the problem.
They're like, oh, well,
That's the whole problem.
got a
with
president who's trying to shut down the media that disagrees with him. Really, the media that's filming this right now, that's going to put this on TV tonight?
Yep.
That he's shutting them down, is he? Do you see? Because you're going to go home tonight. You can turn this on and see yourself on TV while ABC and NBC and, yes, even CBS under their new leadership just wets their pants over how many people showed up to the No Kings rally. Oh, my gosh, it was so great. They're just gushing and orgasming over, oh, all these people showed up. For what? For what? For people who could not even answer. I'm not
They need
kidding.
to rename it. It's not. They need to just name it the Trump Derangement Syndrome Group or something, because that's what you all are doing.
don't
You're
think
trying
they
to.
want
You're
to
trying
admit to
to.
that.
Right, but that's what they're ginning up.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a really dumb name for a rally. It really is. I mean, come up with something better. All those that hate Donald Trump, let's go to this rally, because that's all. Y'all are just doing the exact same thing. That's what it is. It's a I hate Trump rally.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. You could put it that way.
That's all it is. I don't want this country to be safe. I don't want this country to thrive. I don't really want to be an American. I really don't want to live here. I don't believe in any of Trump's policies. Ask them that.
Yeah.
That-
These are all fair questions. On the other hand, I could say that the Birmingham Stallions had their own little No Kings rally, and that they beat the Louisville Kings.
Yay! Way to go, Stallions.
Yay!
That was
AJ
exciting.
McCarron first
Woo-hoo!
win of the 2026 season.
Yeah, everybody just hang on for the ride. We'll see how AJ does.
Keep it going, baby, and keep that phone line to Nick Saban wide open, if you would, please. 6:48 with Dixon inviting. Stick around. Easter candy, if possible.
Candy.
That'd be good.
I saw those Reese's
Eggs.
and bunnies, and I was like, there was Reese's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
lot of
it's
Reese's.
just chocolate and peanut butter.
It's just, right.
Everybody calm down. Doesn't matter what shape it's in.
Yeah, it does.
It's still just
Candy,
yeah.
chocolate, peanut butter.
As a jelly bean fanatic, this is one of the few times of year that I can really glom on and grab some, and so I've got quite a supply stocked up.
Yeah, so you're in good shape.
Pretty much any time I
That's good.
see some, I grab 2 bags.
Well, I was looking for the black licorice yesterday for you. I didn't see
Thank you. I'm covered. I
Yeah,
appreciate
okay,
it.
good.
I got plenty of black licorice
And
jelly beans.
Did
And
you see what I got you right there?
yes, look at this. She bought me a
12-pack?
a 10-pack of me and my RC Zero Sugar.
I drank 2 of them.
'Cause she
Sorry,
drank
because
2
you
of
weren't
them.
here last
She
week.
said
I
she
got thirsty.
She bought one for herself and one for me, and then she drank 2 out of mine. What is that all about?
Well, I brought yours to work.
Oh,
Mine
I
are
see.
at home.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, these are in my office. I'm like,
making it more convenient.
So,
Hey, look,
sorry, you get 10, not 12.
I appreciate it though. Thank you for thinking of me.
You're welcome.
I grew up on RC Cola.
Yeah?
Well, this is the zero.
Yeah.
Zero sugar that tastes like a regular RC Cola.
If you have never had this, if you're a fan of Zero Sugar, don't try it because it's terrible. It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
You can't find it
You'll
anywhere.
be addicted to it.
It is so good that it disappears off the shelf the second it gets stocked. And Valerie was living proof of that. As she
I
caught the
was.
guy stocking, she's like, "I'll take all of this." Just put it
He
in the
had his
cart,
little
please."
cart, and I was like, "Are you the RC guy?" I said, "Did you just put those there?"
Can I get your phone number?
He said, "Yeah." I almost did that. I said, "Every time I come in here, I said, there's none in the shelves." He goes, "I know, we can't keep it stocked. It's amazing."
It really is fantastic stuff. That's by far and away the best zero sugar cola
Ever.
out there.
It really
Alabama
is.
Men's Clinic 598-7000. As somebody recently texted to us today, I guess it was Scott, who says, if your dictator is not working for you, call the Alabama Men's Clinic. 598-7000 to find out about your testosterone level. That's what you're really after. Try to get some fun back into your life and ignite not just your passion, but also just, your energy levels. Get back in the game. If your testosterone level is low, then you are dragging and you are not getting all out of life that you should. If you're struggling with ED, that's another reality. Look, 598-7000, the telephone number. You make an appointment. The initial consultation is $99. It is painless. They treat you like a real human being, a whole person, and they will put that pep back in your step. Talk to you about the ways that you can get that testosterone level back where it needs to be and straighten out your ED situation and everything and anything else that may be involved in your manliness. The Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000. Follow the thousands of guys who have gone and had so much success. It is a urology-backed science. It is powered by Men's Pro, the Alabama Men's Clinic. Find them online, alabamamensclinic.com, 598-7000. Jerry, the angry trucker, says, good morning, y'all. I'm not angry this morning. We'll say peeved. That's not what he said. The justice system in Alabama is a big joke, as it is in any state of the country. It's a slap in the face to victims across the state, from Meemaw sparing death row scum to the killer of Anaya Blanchard living out his life and the sweet deal of the Dadeville trash getting away with murder. I thought Alabama was better than this. The only bright spot left is the Dixon and Vining show. You all have a great day.
Wow.
Well, first off, thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you,
being the only
Jerry.
bright
Be
spot
careful
here.
out there on the roads, too.
But yeah, look, I agree that we have these 3 things that have come in pretty rapid succession. Number one, you've got the sparing of the death row guy. Well, he didn't pull the trigger. He was there. He divided up the money. They planned this thing together. There's an old, law in the books that says basically if you were involved in a crime where somebody died, even if it was one of your partners, you're responsible for murder.
You sure are.
And then you have the situation with Anaya Blanchard's killer slipping the noose and not getting the death penalty.
The family's pretty upset about that.
If there was ever a case where somebody deserved the death penalty,
He certainly did.
this guy fits the bill. He picked up this woman. He kidnapped her. He took her to another place. He sexually assaulted her, and then he killed her. What more do you have to do to deserve the death penalty? Somebody tell me, please.
Well, I think that one is like number 1 on the list.
Yeah.
I think that checked all the boxes.
Should there have been? Does it have to have been 2 people involved, 3 people involved? Do you have to have killed 4 people? How many do you have to kill before you get the death penalty? Because this is a perfect instance where, if you think about what the death penalty is supposed to be, it is society defending itself against the scourge of the earth. We are defending ourselves against that guy. So, well, if you lock him up, not just him, every guy like him. And when you kill somebody like that, when the state puts somebody like that to death, it's a nice warning to everybody else. Hey, guys, this is what happens if you engage in that activity. Now, we've done such a bad job of dragging that process out for 30-plus years, and because we have so many reasonable people on our side of this who are like, well, yeah, okay, maybe he does have another appeal. Well, maybe we should make sure. Well, maybe we need. There's not a question about this guy.
No,
there
absolutely.
was not a question
He's
about
a
whether or not
repeat
he did it.
offender.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have been out, and Anaya Blanchard would be alive.
Zero question
And can you
about whether or not he
imagine
did it.
the anger that this family, and deservedly should have, that this guy is just going to spend the rest of his life in jail?
This is a the bailiff may fire when ready case. I'm kind of like, let's just take him out now, be done with it, and make him an example to anybody and everybody else who might engage in this sort of behavior. And that's what the death penalty is supposed to do. And now we're not getting that. And then you take the Dadeville folks.
Same thing. They're getting a slap on the wrist.
They've been in for 3 years. They get time served. They get to serve 2 more years. And then they get to get out. And yes, they're going to be on supervised probation and so on and so forth. Really big deal.
Well, they're going to be reoffenders. Just watch.
The 5 people who were killed, 4 of whom they were charged with, because one of those people brought a gun and they could consider it self-defense to take that guy out. But the 5 people that they killed will not be getting out in 2 years. They will not be living their lives in 2 years. They'll still be dead in 2 years. And some of them were very young. And you just look at that and say, how can you, in your right mind, believe that that's a victory or any sort of justice for the victims or the victims' families? How? How does that happen?
It's not.
No.
It's not. And it's just really sad that this is where we are with, again, the sentences seem to be lighter and lighter, and the penalties not where they need to be in line with the crime that they've committed. And this is just another example of it. And Angry Trucker's right. You're dead on, Jerry. And it's frustrating because these guys are going to reoffend. There's no question about it. If you think that 3 years in jail and 2 more to serve, that'll do it,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mike drops this line. He says, I know this sounds wrong, but maybe we do actually need a Jonestown. Mike, if that's supposed to be a joke, I can tell you the punchline is too long. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm back.
I can tell.
7 o'clock.
And feeling all right to be given that.
Dixon and Finding. Talk 99.5, talk99.5.com.